Is believing a person died a hero better than knowing they died a villain? I raised this question in my reaction video to the London special, and I'm bringing it up here now because I think it's really interesting and I'm honestly really curious about your guys' thoughts, but I am getting a little ahead of myself.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Oh, why am I stammering?
The London special has to be one of the most heartbreaking things I have ever watched, but it's also one of my favorites. It felt very nostalgic, but in a new way, because there were a lot of elements from past seasons, but obviously this is a whole new concept, which I guess is perfect as this is the transition between what we've known and what we're going to know. This special explains what happened after the wish was made, everything we questioned at the end of season 5, all of the whys and hows is finally solved. We also saw Ladybug breaking the news to Adrian, which don't even get me started on that. But one thing I really liked about this special was it highlights the effects all of this had on Marinette. We see a lot of internal conflict regarding making the right decision when telling Adrian about his dad. Was this really the right decision? Is she protecting Adrian? Will a lie keep him safer than if she had just told him the truth? The rest of the London special follows Ladybug, or technically Chronobug, and Bunnick stopping this new villain from discovering her secret identity, which of course they do. Then we get to the end of the special, which is by far my favorite. The Lady Noir in this scene is top notch, fight me on that. Such a beautiful and emotional scene. I think this emphasizes how far they've come and how close they've gotten to each other in the process. Season 4 Lady Noir is rolling in their grave right now. They love each other more than anything in the world, and that is amazing to see. I think this friendship they've created means more to me than any actual relationship ever would. I mean, as much as I love the idea of Lady Noir being together romantically, they needed to build this level of platonic love, respect, and adoration for each other's superhero identities. It's the foundation that the love square needed before a reveal could ever happen. It's like Adrinette needed to be friends, and then they needed to date before a reveal could happen. That's already done. So now we're working on building Lady Noir's relationship to the point where now they can reveal. Now, I do have so much more to say on this topic, but I wanted to make a separate video about Lady Noir's newfound friendship and how that alludes to the reveal. So I'm not really going to talk about it too in depth in this video, but just know that scene is super important in terms of the reveal. Now for some honorable mentions concerning this special. The first one is, of course, Natalie. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. I am so happy she was there for Marinette. She needed her more than ever, and also her being there for Adrian. I'm literally gonna cry. This one scene gets me every single time. This whole special made me that much more excited to see her involvement with the superheroes this season, and I'm also super ecstatic to see her relationship with Adrian. I mean, we've already kind of seen it throughout the course of the show. She loves him more than anything, and I don't need to see it to know it, but I just feel like we'll see a whole new level of love now that she's pretty much his main caretaker, his mother, if you will. Also random, but I am crossing my fingers that she finds out Adrian is Cat Noir, because how cool would that be? Natalie knowing about the love square? Iconic. Second honorable mention goes to Plag. There's no real reason, I just kind of wanted to mention him. He's so cute, and him acting like he hates all the sappy cutesy feelings, knowing dang well he loves Marinette and Adrian just as much. It's like the funniest thing ever to me. I absolutely love him to death. I'm also super upset we didn't get to see a Plag and Adrian reunion. Quite frankly, I shouldn't be shocked because we never do, but I was really hoping. The third and last honorable mention, of course, goes to the one and only Nuru. I am so sorry. The way Gabriel looks like a saint compared to Lila in the way he treated Nuru. Never thought I'd live in a timeline where Gabriel's treatment of the Kwamis would be considered nice. Anyway, moving on from honorable mentions, the last thing I wanted to talk about before getting into the whole, Marinette lying to Adrian thing is Miss New Hawkmoth herself, Lila Rossi, or, whatever her name is. She's an impeccable villain. I mean, it is her first day and she already got a hold of the Miraculous. Literally took Gabriel 4 seasons. Now, mind you, both situations never happened as both timelines have been erased, but still absolutely crazy. She is definitely going to put the superheroes through it, and I'm honestly here for it. Lila really showed a new side of her we've never seen before. She is so much crazier than I ever imagined. Her level of aggression is crazy. It reminded me of the way Gabriel was acting in season 5, and that's really eerie to me because it took Gabriel using the Miraculous for 5 seasons to reach that level of inhumanity. But Lila hasn't even had the Miraculous for a day, and she's just like him, if not worse. I'm scared. Speaking of her little tantrum, many people have stressed just how differently she acts and sounds in this special, and I can't help but agree. I've never truly believed the Manon theory has held a lot of weight, but I don't know, that tantrum is really Manon-coded. Also, another big Lila topic I wanted to discuss was the wish. I think I mentioned this in the past, but I don't really see why she would want to make a wish. I just always thought she wanted the Miraculous to destroy people. Like, get back at Marinette and Ladybug. I didn't think her villain arc would be the same as Gabriel's in the sense of wanting the Miraculous for a wish, but after seeing this special, I guess that's wrong. My only question is why and what? What would she even wish for? Isn't she just out to destroy people? How could making a wish solve that? I mean, sure, you could just get rid of everyone in the universe, but that kind of takes away the destroying factor of destroying people. So I'm really lost. But I guess that's good, because what good is a villain if you don't have any questions about them, you know? Anyway, now moving on to the main event, the lies. Marinette wanted to protect Adrien, but was lying to him the right thing to do to accomplish that? That was a question that was brought up many times throughout the course of this special, and honestly, the fact that it was brought up so many times tells me this plays a huge role in season 6. I think this will be one of the biggest conflicts. Like, the special is where this question was proposed, but season 6, and maybe seasons after it, is where this question will really be dissected and expanded on. We'll see why it was a good idea and why it wasn't. Bunnex mentioned that no matter what choice you make, there will be consequences, and season 6 will most definitely show us the consequences of the choice she made. Now, where do I particularly stand on this question? Well, I personally say that she did make the right choice, but it's also the wrong choice. Keeping Adrien in the dark is protecting him, but it's not really a long-term solution. How long can you lie about something before it comes around to bite you in the butt? Not long. So it's not a sustainable choice. But that's okay, because some right choices are only right choices for a short amount of time. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have made it, it just means things change. And the same thing can go for a wrong choice. You can make a wrong choice and have it be wrong in that exact moment, but it could turn out to be the right one later on down the line. So it's not to say that she's wrong for not telling him. It was the right thing to do in that moment. She felt that this was the best way to protect him, and that's not wrong. But once again, it's not a long-term solution. Now, am I super happy she made that choice? Absolutely not. I truly don't think it's fair to Adrien to lie. Adrien was treated horribly by his father, but now that Gabriel's considered the good guy, Adrien's life is not justified. He should see Gabriel as the bad guy because he is. Adrien should know he didn't deserve to be treated that way. Gabriel being the good guy makes it seem as though Adrien is the problem, which is absolutely terrible. It's not fair. It's never fair. Gabriel's peace of mind shouldn't be put over Adrien's. But like I said at the beginning, I understand where Marinette is coming from. I see why she made that choice and why it was a good choice. I just only hope she chooses to make the next right choice. That choice being coming clean, obviously. Now, to bring this full circle, I wanted to bring up my original question. Is believing a person died a hero better than knowing they died a villain? Essentially, this is asking if thinking someone died a good person is easier to cope with than knowing a horrible person is gone. Would you be able to sleep better at night knowing someone passed trying to save someone or something? Or would you sleep better knowing they passed and are not able to harm anyone anymore? I think both have their strengths and both have their weaknesses. So my question to you is, which is the better out of the two? Obviously, I believe knowing someone died a villain is much better, but I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. Is it better for him to know the half-truth that Ladybug told him, or know the full truth? Anyway, that brings us to the conclusion of my deep dive to the London special. Like I said, this is one of my favorite specials for a plethora of reasons, but I think the biggest is it made me so ready for season 6. I have so many questions and theories, and I just can't wait to see what they have in store for us.